You only need these two forces to be successful.
Before we start, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything.
The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Leo Tolstoy. We've heard it all before. Be patient, take your time. There's even an old Chinese proverb. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Quotes and proverbs kind of don't mean squat, though. They don't help you move today and move now. In the latter part of my father's life, he focused on two words: move and now. That's what this quote and this proverb is meant to instill in us. Move now. Everyone wants instant success, and if you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, then synaptic alchemy is definitely not for you. By the way, there are really no get-rich-quick schemes out there that work, which is why patience and time and the right mindset is the only thing that will make you successful. So now, here's the question. What are you going to do in 2021 that will grow over the next 20 years? What are you going to plant? What tree are you going to nurture? We all know it's going to take a while to make our dreams come true. And we all have to fully commit to start laying that foundation brick by brick, starting today. So that way, the house that you build, the house that you will finish will be a fantastic place to put your feet up, to reside, to be proud of. I'm doing it too, right here, right now with Synaptic Alchemy. I'm laying the foundation for an idea that I don't just absolutely believe in, but a mindset and a set of behaviors that really enabled me to be successful. They enabled me to build a company from a $2,500 investment and take it to a $45 million exit. And that was in a shrinking industry that I knew nothing about. These mindsets work. That's why I'm so passionate about these concepts that I want to share everything I learned with other entrepreneurs, executives, and business leaders. So that way we can watch everyone's foundation grow year after year. That'll require patience. I know that the Synaptic Alchemy tribe will grow, and it's going to require time. I know that these ideas will take a long time to reach everybody who's interested. So what about you? What are you going to do in 2021 that will grow over the next 20 years? That's a tough, scary, invasive question to ask, even of yourself, even in the mirror. But it's a vital one, because 2021 is your now. 2021 is the time to plant your tree so you can watch it grow from a seedling to a sapling to a strong oak. But like a lot of these proverbs and a lot of these statements, the question is how? How do you start to answer a question like that? Well, that's where I think the alchemical transformation is a great place to start. Whether you are, thinking of starting a business, or whether you are already an entrepreneur with an idea that you have that you're passionate about, whether you're working in a startup, or whether you're an executive trying to figure out how to strategize to supercharge your career. The mindset around the alchemical transformation gives you a roadmap to think through and make some of the toughest, most fruitful decisions that will drive your success. With the three steps we have, negredo, destroy something, albedo, create something, and rubedo, standardize something. They'll give you the guidance that you need so you can answer the question, what will I do in 2021 that will grow over the next 20 years? So let's talk about negredo, the first step. That step might seem counterintuitive, to destroy something, but it's the first question that you can ask that kind of tills the soil to plant the seed of the question of what do I do in 2021? It's the question that you'll ask that will let you pull away all the weeds out of the ground and any old tree stumps that are in your way for planting. That's why you have to destroy these ideas that are old. Thinking about an old rule or an old way of thinking that you need to get rid of or destroy. Maybe it's a rule about your time, about how you just don't have the time to start something. Or maybe it's a rule about the traditional way that you climb the corporate ladder. Maybe it's a rule about how you see yourself, how you look at yourself in the mirror, and what language you use. Whatever that thing is, whatever is that thing that you decide can go by the wayside, will clear the way for the next path. For me, right now, that rule was that I was a successful entrepreneur, but I'm a first-time author. And it'll take way too much time to build an audience to share my ideas. But time is all we really have, so takes too much time is the idea that I'm burning to the ground. Albedo, create, that's the second rule. Now that there's space that was made from destroying and getting rid of the old rule, it's time to plant a new rule. That's part of the Chinese proverb. The second best time is now. So plant away. What new idea, what new way of thinking could you come up with that you could use to replace the old rule? Maybe it's a rule about the labels you use to define yourself. Maybe it's a different approach to becoming more visible in your job. Maybe it's a way to grow that startup you just haven't allowed yourself to think about. Rubedo, standardize. Negredo and Albedo are all about ideas, while Rubedo brings those ideas to life through the real implementation. Rubedo is all about creating a circulatory system for your ideas. Rubedo is all about making something so simple that anyone can do it and so accessible that everyone can get their hands on it. So what does that mean for you and for your answer to the "what am I going to plant in 2021" question? It means that you take the new rule from Albedo, you make it so simple that it becomes a part of your routine. For me, that means I get up early and I spend 27 minutes of uninterrupted time, called a Pomodoro, deciding what I'm going to do today to connect with entrepreneurs, leaders, and executives so I can share Synaptic Alchemy. That means I have to get up 27 minutes early, which I do not like doing. But once I put it into my routine, once I put it into my morning routine, it's easy to do, and it's always a part of my day, so it's accessible. So what about you? What part of the alchemical transformation will give you a roadmap to start and answer your question of, what will I do in 2021 that will grow over the next 20 years? Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss out on any episodes. And make sure that you pre-order your book, Synaptic Alchemy, right? It's over there. So that way you have it on hand right when it comes out. And by the way, if you pre-order it before January 25th when it comes out, you get access to the Synaptic Alchemy Fundamentals course at no cost. That normally costs $195. So you will have changed an idea, a $10 book purchase from Amazon, into $195 worth of gold. That's your first alchemical step. I look forward to seeing you on your alchemical journey.